Hello there. In this video, I'm going to walk you through an end-to-end Playwright automation framework which has integration with CI/CD with our best practices and the kind of services that we provide. I'm Siddharth Desai, a lead automation engineer here at Testriq. So let's dive in. My automation Swag Lab, which is an e-commerce website where we can purchase, we can add products to the cart. I have automated this using Playwright and JavaScript. So I'll just give you a run through of my code. So as you can see, this is the code, and you can see the code is very readable, where you can see checkout page, add item to the cart, and this is very readable and very reusable. It is because that we have used page object model, where we have added all the reusable components in one place, and then it gets called here. So whenever something changes in the development, we don't have to make changes at every places where this is used. We just have to make changes at, let's say if something changes here, we just have to make change here, and then it will be reflected at every place that it is used. We have also put our test data in one place, and this is how we are using it. It is also kind of an abstraction, and also it makes it easier to maintain. And all of this reusability of code is not, it doesn't just give us the reusability, but it also makes maintaining the code very easy. So if there is some changes, we will be able to fix that very quickly. I'll just quickly run something for you here on the local machine. Here we can do this run with multiple browsers. As you can see, there is Chrome, there is Firefox, and we can do this with 4-5 browsers simultaneously. And we can also add multiple workers here, which will run your jobs parallelly, which will make it much faster and save a lot of time. And this is definitely much faster than manual effort, and even with the automation effort, it is much faster because of the multiple jobs. So after this, I will just also show you the report once this is run. As you can see, this is running still. It is because we have added retries here. What this does is that, if you can see this line, we have added retries. What it does is that every time there is a failure, it retries on its own. So sometimes, the internet connection is slow, or the animations are slow, or something is not loaded yet, but it is not really a broken site, but it's just something that took longer to load. And at that times, the runner just tries to click on it before the element is present and gives us a failure, but it is not actually a failure. It is just maybe late or maybe slow. So when it retries, we get to know that, and that this is how the report would look like after the whole suit run. And here is what I was talking about. So these two are flaky tests. So these two did not pass on the first go, but they passed on the second go. So maybe you can look into them. And then there are failed ones, which failed on all the 2 or 3 attempts that we gave. It failed on all of those. So then we definitely know that something is definitely broken here. And here we have all the past ones, and here we have all of the data. So this is the kind of report that we get. And not just this, we have also done integration of this with GitHub Actions. I will just quickly, so GitHub Actions, how it runs it, we can actually do the integration with any CI/CD tool that you are interested in. We have done this one with GitHub Actions, as it is very straightforward. So I will just quickly push some new code onto the GitHub, and I will show you how it runs in real time. After you can see, the run has started just 3 seconds ago, as you can see. So as and when new code is pushed, whether it is pushed by the developer or by the QA engineer, as soon as any new code makes it to the GitHub, it will automatically trigger its CI/CD as GitHub Actions, and it will start running on its own without any human intervention. What this does is that it gives your development a helping hand, and the QA engineer might not be available at all times, but this will be there. And once this is set up, you can do your tests with minimum or no human intervention, and which makes this whole thing a very end-to-end testing, where you get you get the code that is written from the scratch in whatever framework that you want, and also CI/CD integration along with it. So you get like a whole deal. And this is, as you can see, this tests are running, and this is not on the local machine. As you can see, this is on the GitHub Actions. So this is running in the pipelines of GitHub Actions. As you can see, the tests are running here, and this is all the runs that we have. And there is multiple retries also on the things that are failing. So it is right now in the run. As you can see, this is all happening real time. When this is completely run, we'll get to see a report something like this, and you get all the details as well, just like you got on the local machine. And if something fails, you'll also receive an email. so that you are notified with each and everything that is happening, and if something fails you get an email. And as you can see, when this is completely run, we'll also get an email. Here is the email. It's just 1 minute ago, as you can see, and here we get to see that on 2 attempts these multiple jobs have failed, so it took 7 minutes. So you will get this kind of email so that you will know that there are failures in the test, and then you can look into it. So whenever something breaks or fails, you'll also get an email. This is basically end-to-end testing, from writing the code, automation code from scratch, to generating reports, to putting it in the CI/CD pipelines and running it whenever needed. We can do this with time intervals. We can do it 2 times, 3 times a day at a given time, or we can do it on every code push, whether it is by developer or by a QA engineer. So for services like this, please contact us at testriq.com. Myself, Siddharth Desai. You have the email and the contact information here. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.